Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing fine. I'm Jatin Verma, a verified educator on Unacademy with around 1 crore views on the educational videos that I have made on Unacademy so far. And guys, I have been associated with Unacademy mainly for the daily news analysis which I have been doing from the Hindu newspaper for last 1 year now on the unacademy.com. You can pay a visit to my Unacademy profile simply by searching for the name Jatin Verma on unacademy.com. And guys, I have also been associated with Unacademy ever since the launch of Unacademy Plus courses, the paid courses. I've been doing the polity course. I've taken around 4 or 5 batches now, having taught around 2500 odd students. And I've also taken up economy course and the current affairs course also for the prelims 2018. So guys, here the purpose of this video is to acquaint you guys with another course that I'm coming up with that goes by the name UPSC GS Mains Paper 3 through 250 Model Questions and Answers. In this course, I'll cover the entire syllabus of UPSC GS Mains Paper 3. Insofar as mains as well as prelims overlapping is concerned, we'll be doing the prelims part also. But this course is going to be mains oriented. In this, I'll try to cover the topics of GS Mains Paper 3 syllabus through question and answer approach. The benefit of adopting this approach is going to be that while we'll be studying the GS Mains Paper 3 topics, at the same time we'll also be learning the approach as to how to approach a question in the UPSC GS Mains paper. So features of this course are going to be broadly how to approach a question, how to write an effective answer, how to take care of the keywords, how to understand the keywords, critically analyze, comment, etc. that are given at the end of every question, and how to strike a fine balance between the static portion and current affairs. Guys, essential purpose of this course is to acquaint you guys as to how to strike a balance between the static portion and the current affairs portion. While we keep on reading the books, there is a lack of guidance actually. So my idea behind this course is to come up with that kind of guidance which is lacking. Everybody is providing the coaching thing. Coaching, there are n number of coaching institutes. You must be having a coaching institute in your town also, or you must be planning to come to Delhi for this thing, right, for coaching thing. But what is lacking is the proper guidance. So this course will deal with 1 or 2 aspects of the guidance aspect insofar as writing a question is concerned, and how to strike a fine balance between the static portion of the syllabus and the current affairs portion of the syllabus is concerned. How much of your answer should be from static part and current affairs part, whether to write a question in the points format or paragraph format. So this is more about me and my work on Unacademy. You can search for my name as I told you. Now coming to this course and the relevance of this course. This course is going to be relevant for those who are going to attempt prelims or mains in 2019 as well as 2020, right? Because learning the art or skill of writing a question is going to be important for even those who are going to write it in 2021 or 2022. So 2018 people also, this course is going to be relevant for. Of course, it goes without saying, all the UPSC civil service exam aspirants who want to prepare complete GS Mains Paper 3 and simultaneously learn the skill of writing effective answers. Let me tell you, this course is going to be highly relevant for GS Mains Paper 3 aspirants or UPSC aspirants who are going to appear in 2018 or 19. And those who need guidance on how to write an effective answer, learning how much to study of a particular topic, how much study of a particular topic is enough, because we keep on reading and reading. There is actually a kind of information overload happening because of churning of material by coaching institutes, by websites, by web portals, YouTube channels. So we are unable to draw a line as to how much is enough, how much is actually enough. So this course will guide you through insofar as this aspect is concerned. Understanding the meaning of keywords in the question, critically analyze, how you should adapt your approach of attempting a question insofar as these words are concerned. Critically analyze, comment, elucidate, examine, etc. Guidance on small yet important doubts like how to start an answer. The moment we pick up the pen, we start struggling as to how to start an answer, what to write, what not to write. And sometimes our answers are as childish as a first class student writing an essay on cow or my India or something like that. So this course will help you overcome that initial inertia which people they develop while preparing for UPSC, because UPSC, a lot of myths have been proliferated insofar as writing an answer is concerned. So this course will help you overcome that initial inertia also. Whether to write in points or paragraphs, again that should be adapted according to the demand of the question. So we'll study these aspects on the basis of the model questions, and through the medium of these model questions I'll try to cover the syllabus, at least the current affairs part, majority of the current affairs topics for 2018 and 19 also, right? So entire syllabus of UPSC, CSE, GS Mains Paper 3 to this technology, economic development, biodiversity, environment, security and disaster management in a question answer format. Key points of the questions will be provided, and I'll try to go through the questions that you guys will be given as a homework to write on, and you can send those questions to me through the email, and I'll be evaluating those questions and will be providing my feedback on those questions. Now, model answers to provide to previous year questions. Model answers to previous year's questions will give you an idea as to what is expected of you, how much points, what are the salient points that you should incorporate in your answers. Everybody has got the points to write, but what are the salient points, the sequencing of those points, and these small points which can make or mar your chances of clearing the mains. Framing of expected questions for UPSC Mains 2018 and 19 based on current affairs from the Hindu, Indian Express and Press Information Bureau, ministry websites and annual reports. Then syllabus topics along with static element. This course will also include related current affairs topics like development, biodiversity, environment, security, disaster management. If you see the question papers of last 5 years, every year 2-3 questions, at least one question is there from cyber security, sometimes national cyber security policy, and same is the case with disaster management. So what are the static sources to be covered, what are the current affairs sources to be covered for this course? I'll be taking care of all those aspects. Second ARC reports, and then the annual reports of Ministry of Home Affairs insofar as security aspect, internal and external security of India is concerned, the role of paramilitary forces, Indian economy, and then coming to Indian economy and issues related to planning, mobilization of resources, growth, development and employment, etc. Inclusive growth and issues arising from it. Inclusive growth, how to engender the development, gender growth, these things, and government budgeting, fiscal responsibility and budget management, Finance Commission, the recommendations of Finance Commission, terms of reference of Finance Commission. Both the static as well as the current affairs part related to these topics will be covered in this course through the medium of questions, the model questions. And you can expect a few of those questions to appear in Mains 2018 also. And while I'm talking about the mains thing, this course is going to be relevant for prelims also, insofar as the overlapping or integrated approach that I have been following in all my courses, be it the daily news analysis, be it the PIB summary and analysis. These two courses are available freely on unacademy.com, right? So I strike a kind of balance between the prelims aspect as well as the mains aspect. Major crops, cropping patterns in various parts of the country, different types of irrigation and irrigation system storage, drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, everything will be covered. Alongside, I would give you a glimpse of the questions, the previous year questions that have appeared. Sources, these are the sources that we'll be covering, and these are the questions like how globalization has led to reduction of employment in formal sector of the Indian economy, and is increased informalization detrimental to the development of the country. Informalization of job, this is the theme of this year Economic Survey 2018 also. Justify the need for FDI for the development of the Indian economy. Whether do we really need FDI at the cost of you can say the opening up of the farm sector, making our farmers vulnerable. These things we are going to talk about in this course, and why there is a gap between memorandum of understandings, memorandums that the government of India or the government of any state signs, and actual FDI coming into India. So suggest remedial steps to be taken for increasing actual FDI in India. So memoranda of understanding we sign with so many countries, so many companies, but actual fructification is where we are lacking. So what are the reasons behind that? Likewise, there are many other questions from 2015. We will be seeing their model answers, as well as we will try to dig out from the newspaper for 2007 newspapers of 2017, be it the Hindu, Indian Express, or of 2018, the questions that you can expect in 2018 as well as 19. And these are the sources that I'm going to cover. Annual reports of Ministry of Home Affairs, the salient aspects, the excerpts from these reports insofar as they are relevant for UPSC Mains Paper 3. Ministry of Women and Child Development, Ministry of Commerce, Ministry of Finance, Niti Aayog, their annual reports and the periodicals that they keep on coming up with, right? From time to time, Niti Aayog keeps on coming up with the issue-based reports on one issue or the other. So I'll cover those reports also, and magazines, Frontline, the themes given in the Frontline, like the NPA, non-performing asset, banking sector scams, etc. Geography and You is another important magazine which is relevant for agriculture. Down to Earth again for agriculture and climate change, etc. Yojana and Kurukshetra for schemes and for the steps that are being taken by government for gender development, for budgeting, etc. So all these sources along with PIB, etc. will be covered. Now, as I said in the beginning, like second ARC, third report, crisis management, this will help us in dealing with the topic of disaster management. Only the relevant part insofar as we'll be doing with the cost benefit analysis. Cost benefit analysis, I mean, if the reading the entire report is not suggested over here, but the probable topics that are in limelight, that are in current affairs, we'll be dealing with those aspects of these reports. Public order, again, the role of policing and the role of society, then social capital. These are the relevant themes which are relevant for our UPSC GS Mains Paper 3 syllabus also. Questions based on excerpts, paragraphs from these reports will be made and we'll also be seeing the model answers to those questions, the key points at least. Now, quick look at these questions will tell you as to this is the most effective way, because we keep on reading. In the course of our preparation, we read newspaper daily, but we are unable to, in a way, discern as to what is the requirement of the exam. What are we supposed to write in the question? Presentation is one thing, preparation is another thing. Preparation we all are doing, but presentation of the answer is what matters more than preparation. Even if your preparation is not well, though that should be, but if your presentation is effective, that can decide your increase your chances of clearing this exam. So that is why this course has been planned in this way. Now, among several factors, these are the questions. Among several factors for India's potential growth, savings rate is most effective one. Do you agree? So here the conceptual economics, the concept-based economics comes into play. If you are lacking in the static portion, you cannot attempt this current affairs question. This question was in news because of the current affairs, but UPSC very beautifully linked it up with the static portion. What are the other factors available for growth potential? Now this question is in two parts. This is the static part of this question, which requires you to be acquainted with economy, for which there's another course, conceptual economy course. But I'll be covering up this conceptual part also in this course also, insofar as the mains oriented current affairs portion of economy related current affairs are concerned. What are the other factors available for growth potential? This is the current affairs part of this question. Account for failure of manufacturing sector in achieving the goal of labor intensive exports rather than capital intensive exports. Suggest measures, purely current affairs, but it requires the why are we failing in the manufacturing sector? What are the salient features of inclusive growth? Again, the static part of the question. Has India been experiencing such a growth process? Current affairs portion. Analyze and suggest measures. So here the importance of keywords comes into play. If you do not comprehend the question properly, it is likely that you would end up writing something else. Many a times there is a tendency to write what we know, not paying attention to the demand of the question. So again, the proper understanding, the question based, the context based understanding of the keywords is what is required over here. Now coming to the others, these same questions are there. Other features of this course, explanation through diagrams and mind maps for better retention, so that whatever we study through the medium of this course remains etched in your memory for at least 2019 or 2020 till the time you clear this exam. Daily doubts redressal, yes, this is a special feature of all my courses on Unacademy Plus, that I take up the doubts alongside the course or half an hour after the official agenda of the class is over, right? So daily I'll be allocating 15 to 30 minutes to doubts redressal. Concise material, rather than bombarding you with pink books, yellow books, or so many photostated material. The approach here is going to be to provide you the concise yet effective material, as I said, through diagrams and mind maps, etc. Weekly quiz for performance appraisal, insofar as those who want to join this course for prelims also. As I said, this course will be highly, I will be following the approach of concept clarity alongside. So whether your concepts are like getting cleared or not, weekly quiz will be there. Evaluation of answers, this feature is not yet like in a way. I'll be sharing my email ID studiousjatin@gmail.com. You can send in your answers with the code that I'll be providing, so as to make sure that you are enrolled in this course. So I'll be personally evaluating all your answers. Now, skeletal framework of answers, key points, and number of, I'll try to go beyond the number 250, and will provide you the framework of other questions that you can expect in mains 2018 and 19. Focus on concept clarity and interlinking. This is my USP. Like, even if this course is for GS mains paper 3, but you will be able to learn the approach to write the answers in GS mains paper 1, 2, 3 as well as 4, right? So interlinking across topics and across papers of general studies. So you can consider joining this course. The link for this course is available on my Unacademy profile also, and the link is provided where you are apply for course link is provided where you are watching this video also. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Thank you. Hope to see you in the course. Bye bye. Thank you.